Welcome to Conspiracy Corner Podcast, everyone. This is Abe, your host. It is October 16th, 2024. Just chilling with my co-host, Lemmy Chillmeister. So, today, not much for an intro. Car's still running, knock on wood, so hopefully it keeps running. Hopefully we figured out the parasitic drain. Getting colder here in Kentucky. Yesterday, it was wet outside, rain and stuff, and it actually got a little bit icy here. So yeah, fall is here, winter is coming. I do not like that because where I live, the roads are going to get icy. I'm not going to be able to make it to work as much. They're not going to be happy about that because I live out in the county and they don't plow out in the county. But honestly, I'm miserable where I'm at anyways, so if they fire me, they fire me. I can't control weather. I am not God, and I'm not the government. Interview. I have an interview tomorrow at 4 p.m. So, Sammy gets off at 6. I'm off tomorrow. We may be able to get the interview out tomorrow night. Worst case scenario, it might take a couple days, but that's okay. This episode is with Miss McGillicuddy again. Part 2. We're going to get into, we've talked a little bit about it. We're going to get into like shadow people, astral projection, the Hat Man. So it's honestly the perfect month, perfect timing, because Halloween's just around the corner. And October, I usually try to do spooky stuff. You guys know me, like I used to do a lot of paranormal episodes and stuff, but life has just been busy. Life has been crazy. I haven't been able to do as much as I want paranormal type stuff. But let's get on with the show. So we've been focusing a lot on the hurricanes lately and stuff. I think we did like 3 episodes on predictive programming and stuff. I kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit because there's some other stuff going on in the news. Hillary Clinton recently had an interview, and she basically is wanting to repeal Section 230. She literally used these words, I kid you not. We must moderate or we lose total control. The reason I'm bringing this up is I'm a podcaster. Section 230 protects content creators, and it protects basically websites like Rumble, Spotify, YouTube. Okay. Section 230 basically makes it to where I can say whatever the fuck I want. And I'm on Rumble, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Spotify. It makes it to where those 3 companies cannot get sued if I say something off the wall. If I get on here and start going crazy Alex Jones, I love Alex Jones, I'm not talking shit, but like if I say something crazy like, for example, Handy Sook, not being real, they can go, well, yeah, he uses our platform, but we can't control what he says. It has nothing to do with us. It protects them from being sued. She's wanting to repeal this, which would make all of these platforms into publishers. Yes, I am an employee for Rumble. I make money from Rumble. I haven't cashed in yet because I haven't made that much money. By the way, podcasting, if you're wanting this, just saying in general, I'm going to go on a little spiel. Because the word, shill gets thrown out a lot. Unless you're making like your channel explodes, unless it's like a huge fucking channel, you really can't make money off podcasting. I've been podcasting for 6 years or something like that. I've been a content creator for like almost a decade now. 8 years, I think. I have almost 400 episodes of podcast. You cannot make that much money. When Anchor went out of business, I made $30 after like 300 episodes. So, yeah. If you're getting into the, especially conspiracy, if you're getting into conspiracy expecting to make money, you're not going to make money. I've been on Rumble. I'm uploading my episodes slowly, all my banked episodes, and I think I've made like $6 or something. But it would make, yes, I'm an employee for Rumble, but it's a platform. Section 230 protects Rumble if I go on here and say something nuts. They're wanting to repeal Section 230, which would make all these platforms publishers. Meaning, this is going to destroy, if for some reason Section 230 does get repealed, because they show their hand. Hillary's already saying, we're losing control. We need to do this so we can keep control of misinformation and disinformation. This is going to change the whole game. You guys remember when I was on YouTube, back when I used to self-censor. If you listen to my old episodes, I used to self-censor. I have stopped self-censoring. I already put my foot down and said I'm done self-censoring. I will never, after 7 or 8 years on YouTube, clearly I'm never going to make money from this platform, so what's the point in even playing their game? And I've been done with YouTube forever. As far as like, if you're wanting conspiracy, why are you on YouTube? I'm not going into that spiel again. Go on to other websites if you want true good shit, you know? But yeah, this is going to make it to where there is going to be no BitChute. There is going to be no Spotify. There is going to be no Rumble. It's going to turn all of those alternative sites into YouTube. Because if they're all publishers, they're going to have to fucking crack down on what you can talk about, what you can say. And dude, like, this channel, I've always said it's not kid friendly. I've always said that. So if you're listening to this and your kid's in the room, they shouldn't be. I grew up watching like Howard Stern and shit. So not only are they going to censor conspiracy, but it's going to get to the point they're going to censor everything. If I want to sit here and talk about eating ass, I'm not going to be able to talk about eating ass. It's like, it'll be like the FCC with radio, dude. And you guys have seen throughout the years how they're even cracking down and banning and removing like blue pill content. Like blue pill content creators, like ASMR videos. Fucking, there was a Chinese couple that I used to watch, because when I go home, I don't really tune into that much conspiracy stuff. My wife has kind of made a rule. Me and her together kind of made a rule. During COVID, I kind of went a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, because all I was consuming was conspiracy. I was listening to 8 hours worth of podcast of conspiracy podcast per day at work, back when they used to allow us to have headphones. And then I would come home and get on BitChute and just watch conspiracy videos and do my conspiracy podcast. You guys know my opinion on it. It's not good to consume nothing but red pills, man. It's just not. You've got to blue pill. And this is my advice as someone who was raised a conspiracy theorist, who is a conspiracy theorist. Trust me, I love conspiracy, but you have to... We made the rule that I had to start blue pilling when I got home. Because it's too much, dude. I was walking around the house pissed off 24/7. I was turning into Alex Jones. You know, I'd be in the room by myself just like, these motherfuckers are trying to kill us. This shit's the mark of the beast. They want us all on house arrest. They're going to shove us in FEMA camps. It's not good, dude. It was affecting my marriage. But one of my favorite blue pill channels was literally a Chinese couple, and they would react to like silly videos of like animals, silly videos of like half naked girls, just dumb shit, man. Just blue pill, bubble gum for the brain. And they were removed off of YouTube. It's gotten ridiculous, dude. And the sad thing is, if this 230 gets repealed, there will be nowhere else to run to. And I don't know. Am I going to quit podcasting? No. If Section 230 gets repealed, I'm not going to quit podcasting. Will it suck that I'll have to start self-censoring again? That's probably what will happen. I will probably have to self-censor again, because Spotify will become YouTube. Rumble will become YouTube. BitChute will become YouTube. And then if I'm still getting removed even after self-censorship, if Section 230 gets repealed, there may come a day when this podcast is over, and that's going to make me very fucking sad, because I grew up on talk radio. I love podcast. I love listening to podcast. I love talk radio. It's my dream to become a full-time podcaster. Will it ever happen? Probably not, but I'm still happy with just being able to podcast. It fucking blows, dude. This sucks so much dick if this goes through. So, and if it goes through, like, I don't want to self-censor. It gets so fucking annoying. First of all, you have to, while you're talking, you have to keep reminding yourself, oh, I gotta say this, jibber jab. Oh, I gotta say handy sook. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You got to like sit there, and it fucks up your flow. It's nice not to self-censor because there's a flow. There is a magic to podcasting. It's an art form. Talk radio is an art form. And to sit there and have to self-censor, it fucks up the flow. Like, real good examples like Bill Hicks, dude. Bill Hicks is one of my favorite comedians. He was a conspiracy comedian. Go and watch like some of his sets uncensored, and then go watch, he had to do censored sets whenever he would get on live TV, and the jokes just don't hit as hard. The people don't laugh as much. He's having to like rephrase jokes, take out the cussing, take out certain punchlines. It just fucking blows, dude. It blows. So I don't know. They're literally going to, during this interview too, another thing that she wants to do, and she mentioned it in the same interview, Hillary Clinton, talking about removing phones from schools. All right, so I try not to be like an old man. You guys know me, like I'm pretty fucking liberal, dude. I mean, look at me, dude. I'm an old school punk. I'm a 90s kid. I'm a classic liberal. I'm cool with whatever sexuality. I'm cool with whatever religion, as long as you're not harming children. Libertarian. I'm for the most part, I'm pretty fucking libertarian. Classic liberal. But I do find myself being kind of a square on certain issues, like TikTok. I believe TikTok should be out there. I don't think it should be banned, but I don't like it. I think it's dumbing down the masses, because for some reason people do not have, attention span is shorter, And I think it has a lot to do with fucking what we are injecting our children with at young ages. I think it has a lot to do with everybody has ADD, ADHD now, which I think is caused by what we are injecting our children with at young ages. So it's probably not their fault that even like the attention span is short. But I think it's a Chinese spyware. I'm kind of a square on certain issues, you know. No one's going to agree with anyone 100%, but I don't think it should be banned either. Hillary Clinton said she wants to start having phones removed from schools. Now, normally, the conservative side of me, which I do not have much of a percentage of, like I said, I'm pretty fucking liberal on shit. The conservative side of me goes, well, I was a 90s kid, you know, I was born in 91, I went to school, I didn't get a cell phone until I was 16 years old, and even then all I could do was call and text, and I had to choose one or the other. Either I wanted to hear the voice of my girlfriend, so I'd buy minutes to call that month, or I'd rather text her, so I would just buy text messages that month. I had an AT&T prepay flip phone in high school. That was the first time I got a phone. The only reason I had a phone was because I started working. I started driving at 15, 16 years old. I started, and my parents were like, hey, you're 16, you're getting your license, we're giving you a car, and you're getting a job. I started work earlier than 16. I was on job sites working construction with my dad, putting in AC units called tri-boxes and working with fiberglass, working 8-hour shifts with my father every weekend at like 12 years old, because my dad was a preacher. We grew up by the book, literal Christians of literal Christianity. And so that meant that my dad believed in a lot of those old Jewish laws and the Torah. Torah, by the way, is the first 4 books of the Bible. 4 or 5. One of the two. I don't know. I'm not a Jew. But he would abide by certain rules like that. And in the Bible, it says at 12 years old, you are a man. I kind of agree with it. So at 12 years old, I got the whole spiel of, you can go to hell now. What? You are now officially a man. You get hair on your dick, you're a man. You are no longer innocent in the eyes of God. You are a sinner now. So you best be saved, because now you can burn in hell. If you die before 12 years old, they taught me, and that's what they believe, that you didn't go to hell. You automatically went to heaven. At 12 years old, too, they said, now you can start mowing the lawn. You are a man, you need to mow the lawn now. So I had to start mowing a half acre of land with a push mower. It fucking sucked in the Florida heat. It fucking sucked just about every weekend. So I didn't really I missed out on a lot of my childhood, which is fine. It just made me, honestly, it instilled a lot of work ethic and stuff. I became a workaholic at an early age. When I was 20, I was working 6 days a week, bartending and serving 3 doubles a week for 6 years straight. Yeah, crazy shit. I worked my fingers to the bone. I always have, I still will, till the day I die. But anyways, so no, in high school, I did not have internet. It is a concern to me that children can literally just get onto pornography sites with the touch of a finger and watch the most heinous, darkest, hardcore pornography. I'm not anti-phone, by the way, but like, it's not healthy. I'm going to do a whole episode on my struggles with pornography because I already told you guys I'm a friend of Bill. I'm in recovery. But I drugs and alcohol was not the only thing that I struggled with. Like, there was a genuine time in my life when I was struggling. Me and my ex-wife were struggling hard with pornography. I want to do a whole episode on it, so it'll be one of those that's non-conspiracy, but it's just me sharing my struggle with pornography. I grew up to where literally, this was before I even discovered masturbation. I would literally steal, like, or not even lingerie, but like bra and panty sections of Green Sheets catalogs and hide them. Like, we didn't really have a house full of pornography. My dad, if he did have pornography, he hid it well. And we were terrified to go sneaking in his room. Because my dad whipped you. We got our ass beat plenty of times. Once in a blue moon, my mom would have like a Victoria's Secret catalog come in, and one of my brothers would steal it or something, and my mom would be like, "Oh, my Victoria's Secret didn't come in," you know? And yeah, like, that's all we had, dude. We didn't have internet. Internet was dial-up. So people call me a boomer sometimes. It's like, yeah, I kind of am a boomer, dude. Like, straight out of high school, I went and lived with hillbillies for 3 years, where we had no running water. We had no fucking heat or air. We were collecting rainwater to wash dishes and to flush toilets. Like, it was hillbilly, to the point where you're walking through the house, you can see dirt under the house because there's holes in the ground and shit. I am kind of a hillbilly. I am kind of a boomer, dude. So there is a part of me that's like, well, phones are dangerous for children. Which, by the way, little side rant. I'm an adult. I work hard for my money. I keep an eye on my porn addiction. I don't even really view pornography that much. But because of these little rugrats who all have phones now, they have passed laws to where I have to log in with a fucking ID to go check out porn, which I haven't done, by the way. There's only a couple porn sites that I've figured out you don't have to do that shit with, like Tube Galore is one. Every other fucking awesome porn site that I used, I have to fucking log in with an ID. This is ridiculous. And it's because of these little brats, man. Like, and I'm not over here ruining my life with pornography like I used to, but every now and then I like to view pornography. And then when my wife gets off work, she comes home and she's like, "Oh, you've been watching porn a little bit?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's get dirty, girl. Let's get weird." You've made it to where I can't even get into like half of these porn sites now because they passed some stupid fucking law because of kids getting on porn. Yes, I believe we should protect the children, but parents, watch your children. Why is it that, like, you guys can't be parents and take away your children's phones? Like, we had one rule, you know, with Stella, my daughter, that basically dinner time, we had sit-down dinners. This is an old thing that we wanted to keep this tradition going. As someone who grew up in the 90s, pre-internet and post-internet, as someone who grew up with a Game Boy Color, no Game Boy at the table. There was no music on. There was no television on. We all sat down every day for dinner. And it was like an hour, maybe 2 hours. And we all sat there and we had no phones, nothing. If the phone rang, no one answered it. Answering machine got it. And I used to hate it growing up. But as I got older, I was like, I told Sammy, my wife, I'm like, dude, with Stella, we're doing the same shit. Every day when we have dinner, no TV, no... Maybe the most we would do is put on a little bit of background music of something like Frank Sinatra or Amadeus Mozart, you know, something chill. We're not putting on punk rock. We're not putting on metal. We're putting on maybe a little bit of background music, real low and quiet. We are sitting down, no technology, and we're going to sit here and talk while we eat. Sammy, how was your day? Oh, it was good. We had someone quit today. Blah, blah, blah. Stella Sue, how was school today? Did you do your homework? Do we still got to do that after dinner? Did you meet any friends? Got any new boyfriends? What's going on in your life, dude? No one does that shit anymore. I'm not anti-phone, but I'm not pro-phone, dude. We have the Library of Alexandria in our fucking back pocket. It is one of the most amazing times to be alive. As the Chinese curse says, may you live in strange and amazing times. And we truly do. But at the same time, it is very discouraging on shit too. Hillary Clinton wants to take phones out of the schools. Kind of like back in the 90s. No phones in the schools. There is an old man part of me that's like, okay, I get it. The kids should be focusing on their schoolwork. But I believe there's something truly more sinister to this. I think she doesn't want children recording CRT and DEI and shit. We have been infiltrated with cultural Marxism. They do not want children filming the crazy shit that they are teaching our children in public Rockefeller schools. That's why I truly believe that Hillary Clinton wants schools, cell phones, out of the schools. Because kids are starting to record this shit. Like, Mom, do you see the crazy shit they're teaching us? No, what are they teaching you? They're teaching us that if you're white, you should have white guilt and you should feel like a piece of shit 24/7. And reparations and just crazy cultural Marxist bullshit propaganda. And so what the parents are doing is they're going to record it. The next time they're talking crazy shit, record it. Oh, Mom, there's a new book in the library where 2 underage boys are having butt sex out in the woods. It's a comic book. Wait, that's in your fucking library? Okay. Take a picture of it. Send it to me. Save it on your phone. I want you to find the pages. I want you to take pictures of these. Yep. They don't want that, dude. They want, first of all, public school. I'm not for or against it, but it is not the same fucking shit that I grew up on, dude. We have been infiltrated. Yuri Bezmenov said this. He was a Kremlin defector, and he literally said the way that the Kremlin would destroy America would be to infiltrate America with Marxism, cultural Marxism, and we're not going to storm over here and start shooting. We're going to infiltrate your education system. And we're going to steal your children's minds from you. The stuff they are teaching is insane. And I know I sound like an old man, but Hillary Clinton is still the fucking devil. So that's what we covered today. Hillary Clinton basically wanting to repeal Section 230 and wanting to take phones out of schools. Yeah, one subject and we covered a full episode with it. I know I went on side rants, but it's a podcast. It's long form content. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and keep your eye open for that podcast we're going to do. Say goodbye, Lammy. Y'all have a good day.